All right, everybody, we're live. How you doing, Keith?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are things out in California?
They're cool. They're cool. We're just kind of chilling out right now. Not much
Yeah.
else to do. Yeah.
Are you pretty much like in complete lockdown, or even like leaving the house or anything?
I mean, yeah, I'll leave to I don't know, get some fresh air or I go to I like it's bad, but I go to the store to for any excuse I can get. Like I wear gloves and a mask and stuff, but I just I need to get out. So I'll
Yeah, since
get like root beer or like chips or something.
something completely essential, right?
Yeah. But other than that, we're just inside.
Where are you at right now? Are you down in San Diego, or are you
No,
up in
I'm
LA?
In Fullerton. Yeah,
Fullerton.
yeah, still because I have my apartment until the end of the semester, even though we're all online classes.
Hmm.
So I'm just staying here until then.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Well, like I said, we're gonna get into some of your old subspectrum matches. For sure, we've got three from the 155 pound. The subspectrum four was like 2 years ago, something like that. I think
Cool.
that was like you'd done all four of them at that point, hadn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
think
yeah, that
so.
was your fourth appearance. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I had kind of forgotten about that. You've done like you did all of the first four,
yeah. I
and then
think it
you
was
did seven as well. So if we have extra time, we could do that battle match too if you want.
yeah. I think it was all within a year that I did those first four.
Yeah, they were all really quick, and then they've been a little bit more spread out since then. But
Yeah.
all right, man. Well, let's get started. The first match I have is the one. Well, actually, I just want to take a look at this bracket real quick because this is actually one of our better brackets. We had you, Alex Hernandez, obviously. This is who you
Mhm.
face in this match.
Okay.
Pierre was in there. Jordan Holy,
Mhm.
Sean Weisenberg,
Yeah,
Troy
yeah.
Russell. So a lot of guys that have kind of
Man, yeah, there
broke
were
out
some
since
really
then.
good guys, and I think Damon Morgan was in that one.
Yep,
Alex Rajacik, um, Sean,
Weisenberg.
Weissenberg.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna watch any of those guys' matches? I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, we could kind of just go through randomly and pick out some good
Yeah,
matches from this if you
there's
want
a
to.
really cool match between Sean and Rajacik. I know Sean probably wouldn't want us to watch that one, but that one's cool. And then Fabach actually has a really good match with Rajacik too.
Oh
Justin
yeah,
Fabach.
at this one, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The one with Sean, I think, was at it was at Subspectrum 6. So it was a different show, but we
Oh,
can watch
was it?
we can watch that one
Oh.
too. Yeah, because he was in this one. This was the one where he got choked out by Pierre first round.
Oh, I was talking about Sean Weissenberg.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Okay, no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that is a good match. We can watch that one.
Yeah, I like that one. This is a really cool tournament. This is a really good one. There's a lot of at the time they probably weren't very big names, but now are some bigger names. I think Pierre.
Yeah,
He kind of blew up after this.
Jordan.
Jordan Holy, yeah. Uh, oh man, I remember hitting my head on that flying triangle
Did
right
you?
there.
That was a
Yeah,
pretty hard drop.
I don't know why I just jumped up in the air. I didn't have any pull on him or anything.
I actually watched
Yeah.
it was a video of a match. It's actually one of the scissor choke videos I posted this morning. But in the beginning of the match, I do the same thing. I just flop to my back, and you see my head just smack off the mat. Like, what the fuck
I've
was I
seen
doing?
people knock themselves out doing that. I'm shocked that oh man. Oh
Getting the
geez.
crowd into it.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I love
There was a lot of people there, and it was really quiet, so it's
it.
kind of
Yeah.
weird. So
Yeah, it's eerie when you compete in front of a quiet crowd.
yeah.
Um,
And
yeah,
I'm trying, I'm
this
trying to
is
think of
my
different ways to get the crowd louder and more involved, like during matches.
yeah,
Whether it's playing, I don't want to play super loud music like they do at high rollers where you can't even
yeah.
tell what's going on. But it would be nice to have some quieter, even if it's just instrumental music or something
Yeah.
during the matches, just to I don't know, keep the silence of the crowd. It sounds weird when it's a completely empty room.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you heard it
Um,
after Hannah Sharp broke that chick's arm. It was just dead silent throughout the
yeah,
room.
it was
I,
yeah.
I took my phone with me, so the music cut, so it was just really awkward. 300 people sitting in a room right after a chick's arm just got broke. Wait, what the hell is going on?
That was a good tournament too. That 135 men and women's.
Yeah, there are a lot of
That
good
had
people in
yeah, I had Miranda and Jessica Buckman on one side, and then Hannah Sharp on the other.
there. Yeah.
And then Miranda went against Hannah in the finals. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then
Hannah submitted her pretty quickly, which is like really impressive. Like to be able to finish Miranda that fast.
I was super sick. And then Junie went against Duck,
Yep,
Duck
in the
Jitsu,
finals. Yeah, and he hit
and
that C lock.
yeah, that was cool. I've been playing with that so much since I saw him do that.
Really?
I love that thing. It's so like because like a lot of guys are just getting good at defending the creep, but then you like, you have that one other option that most people haven't seen. That's
Yeah.
always fun. Um, man, it's crazy. Did you ever seen Alex compete before this?
Rahachich?
No, Alex, the guy I'm going against here, Amelia.
Oh no, I had not. He was just kind of came out of nowhere.
Dude,
I'd never even heard of him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll come up and do your tournament." It's like, sweet. I
because
think it
he's
was
from
I think it was kind of last second too, if I remember right.
yeah, he's
Cody
from
Steele
like
says, "I love Keith."
oh, I love Cody. He's cool. We were talking this morning, him and I actually.
Nice.
There's some guy on I hate to air anyone's dirty laundry, but there's this guy on this page. Long story short, this page posted a video or like a clip. It was like a breakdown of Cody taking this guy down,
Oh yeah.
and the guy commented on it like, yeah, like hard to stop like a steroided lift or takedown when you're just coming off the couch for like 2 weeks. I was like, whoa, there was a lot to unpack right there.
What
And
the fuck?
then
He was saying
yeah,
that about Cody.
about Cody, yeah, and then
Oh wow.
Will Tackett like came in and then I think Cody said something to me. I talked to him. He's like, dude, I don't even care. Like, it's just like haters.
Yeah.
Um,
There's always going to be someone that wants to say something. So
yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I love those
no
guys.
matter how like positive or like well your good your
Yeah, like
intentions are,
Cody and Will are two of the coolest
Mhm.
guys. Like I really like that. You should have them on your show if like
I would love to. I met them when I was in Chicago, and they were super cool. We were warming
yeah,
up in the back
Will.
room together and shit. And
Oh, cool. And that
yeah.
was for Midwest finishers.
Yep.
Nice. Will was in on it with us that one time. Remember?
Yeah. Yep.
That was
Yeah.
the first time I'd ever met him or seen him like compete, and he impressed me.
Yeah. Because I kind of heard about him because he was only like a 15 or 16-year-old kid before that. Like blue belt, I'd heard of him like doing like Bruce X tournaments and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
we
Bruce
were
actually
supposed to
told
face
me
each
about
other.
it. Oh, really?
Yeah, at one point, but then like I think either he pulled out of the bracket or I pulled out of the bracket. I can't remember which one it was, but
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that. I figured we would probably be in the finals together. It was like a blue belt tournament at the time, so
Nice. Yeah. That's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember you did that blue belt one with the guy that I'm talking about. That's the guy I was talking about earlier. You scissor choked him.
Dylan
No.
or
It was in Bruce
Jedi.
Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that guy. Um, he was in that with you. He was the one that he went against Doug that one day. Remember?
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, those were two guys that both I had beaten a bunch of times, and they always wanted to try to get me.
Oh, really? You drove down there with Jedi, right? Like,
Yeah, I like
carpool?
drove down to Missouri, picked him up, drove the rest of the way. We shared a
So-
hotel, like went
That's
out to
so
breakfast
crazy.
the morning of. Then we met in the
That's cool.
finals.
Yeah. Did you think that you would probably meet in the finals, or you?
I had a pretty good feeling. Yeah, just like I hadn't really heard of any of the other guys, which
Yeah.
didn't necessarily mean anything. They were from Texas, obviously, but
Yeah.
I had a sneaky feeling that it was going to end up being me and him.
Isn't that always weird when you like? I had that with my friend. I don't know if you know Mike John. Do you know Mike John? He was out there the one
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. So we like carpooled to a tournament out here. We didn't carpool far. It was like 20 minutes just from my gym to there. And I was like, man, I feel like it's gonna be us in the finals, and then it totally was.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. Man, I like forgot about this match, but Emilio, like, he is so hard to just like get any sort of position on, like any clinch or anything. Like he's always moving, and like they call him Scramble King, and it's like pretty obvious why. He's
A very
just like,
fitting nickname.
yeah. I feel like I didn't at the time, like, you see how I'm just like butt scooting forward with my hands on the mat.
Yeah.
That's like the dumbest thing ever, because I'm like, I'm not getting, or now I am, I guess, but like I'm not getting any control of his upper body, and like that's like something that's like it seems so obvious now that I never did back then.
Mm-hmm.
And like clearly they're super limiting, because like he can see every one of my my moves coming here. Like I'm trying to get inside, and he's just seeing everything coming, just countering everything perfectly.
Derek says
Oh,
Keith.
hey, is he? He's out there with you right now, or like in Iowa?
Yeah, he's in Iowa. Yep.
That's
I
cool.
haven't
That's
seen him
cool.
for a while, but
Yeah, it's the whole quarantine and everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
No open
that's
mats, no cross training, none of that.
nothing. Yeah, is he at Karsten's right now?
Yeah, that's where he's training.
Nice, cool. Is that a good spot? You train up there much?
I've been over there a couple times, just like open mats a couple times, and then just like one class. I just teaching classes at No Coast. It makes it difficult to make it over there sometimes, but
Yeah,
I would like to make it over there a lot more. Karsten's like a
he's
super good instructor, and
he's super legit too, right? Like he got
yeah,
like fourth at the trials, I think,
I think he got third one year.
or third. Oh shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Because I remember
2015 or something.
yeah, because I know that he had two really tough matches with Taza, where it was like 8-5 both matches.
Oh
At the
damn,
East and West Coast trials, yeah, it was super interesting. And he like really pushed Taza.
damn.
Um,
Well, that
yeah,
doesn't
so
make
and I
me
was
feel
like,
as bad now because he fucks me up all the time, and I'm like, damn, dude.
yeah, he's really good. Did he do your absolute last summer or
Yeah, he
no?
was. I didn't realize the guy he was going against. It was that Mario Gonzalez. He was like got
Uh,
second at the trials, and I put them
yeah,
together first round, which was like a mistake on my part.
that's okay.
all I saw was like, oh, a purple belt from Chicago. Okay, we'll put him against Karsten. Like, but then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that he was like pretty damn good. So
Yeah, but he's just a really good wrestler. I mean, he's an okay jiu-jitsu guy. He got heel hooked at the next trials like really really early, like first round.
yep,
By like some random 10th planet blue belt that I've never, and like he lives out here. I've never even heard of the guy.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, maybe he's just one of those guys who does really well at the trials because he's a really good wrestler,
mm-hmm.
and just has like such good wrestling that he can like,
It's good at just like anti jiu-jitsu basically.
yeah, and then just score in the overtime. Oh dang. Amelia has good knee bar. I'm surprised he didn't knee bar me right there. It looks like, oh, why am I turning that way? Oh my god, he's got a really good knee bar. I've seen him knee bar some pretty good guys, and then this is the first of 3 matches that I had with Emilio within about a year.
Yeah, because you faced him
Within
at finishers. Was it twice at
and
finishers or?
twice at finishers,
Okay.
yeah. And I think it was in the finals both time, or maybe one of them was the semis and one of them was the finals. And yeah, I mean, I think like honestly, like I knew who he was here because he'd actually gone against my friend Cole Franson,
Mhm.
like 3 times, and Cole had beat him twice, and then the last time he had subbed Cole, and so I was like, oh shit, I gotta respect this guy. And I think had I not like known, how good he was or like who he was, I probably would have lost because like he's really sneaky, like he beat Johnny Grippo,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, Nogi Pans,
Holy shit.
yeah, he beat him 2-0.
That's crazy.
He got, I mean, yeah, one year he got third. He got fourth at the trials, in 2020, like 2014 or something. Um, he lost to that Mark Ramos guy. Um, yeah, we go to OT here, and I think that I escaped really quick.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I think that
And
was like the theme of the night was just you escaping people's back
yeah,
control like
I
crazy quick. Like
I
people
feel
could
like
not stay on.
at the time, just no one was really hip to like EBI overtime, and like look at my right foot, look what it does. It's like moving out, yeah, and then it kicks off, it like pushes off the ground to
Hmm.
like give me an extra like, and I just don't think he was expecting it. But right here,
You
so what I
even
remember,
noticed, like you even noticed when he was on your back there, like he was so loose, like he wasn't even
yeah,
like chest to back with you really at all. He's kind of like in a bad posture. Like I think people just didn't realize like how serious you need to take these positions in EBI overtime.
yeah, yeah, and see, like even right here, I thought I would control him super easy, and I only needed like 3 seconds. He almost got out, and like he almost won. Like right there, he's almost out, but I think Jared is just called it because I had already like beat his time,
Oh
But
yeah, because this was a. I forgot that we only did like for the first round there was
it's
only
just one,
one EBI
yeah,
overtime. That's
yeah,
such a
yeah.
weird. That was a weird thing I did.
Well, it was the norm at the time because Eddie had just changed the rules. You
Is that
remember?
why? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
They're
like
probably just
you
following
weren't
suit.
the only one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, let's watch some of the other matches in this bracket. This is really really good. This is a really good bracket. Were there any? Who was after this one?
Let's see.
I think it might be I think it may be Justin Fayback, and
Oh,
oh
Pierre and Jordan
Jordan?
Holly. That's a good one.
Wow. We need to watch that one. That's a really good one. Because I
Yeah.
think they had a match like the previous summer we had all done Bruce's tournament, and he had gone against Pierre in the finals. And is that me?
So I was pulling up my phone. I'm gonna like type in a comment saying that we're talking about Pierre and Jordan. But
Go ahead. Yeah.
You're good. You can keep going.
Cool. Yeah, they had a match, and I know I had a match with Pierre earlier that day, and I just noticed that like you could get him to honey hole and stuff, but like he's just really hard to like expose the heel. And I had seen Jordan heel hook and all these guys, so I was thinking like, oh, I think Jordan might actually be able to heel hook him, and then he got him there a few times. And then I think that I forget what happened. I'm pretty sure Jordan. I think Pierre tapped him with maybe heel hook, but yeah,
in this match or at a
no
you're talking
in
about
the Kumite match.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, don't
I'm
give
pretty
away
sure-
the ending.
No. This one, I remember what happened, but I don't remember what happened before.
Yeah, me neither. I remember the finish.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what Jordan does. He's changed his game so much since I'd seen him here. You know, he used to be pretty one dimensional as far as like his leg lock entries and like his whole game and like his entire game, and now he's a lot more well rounded. He's like much more like a much heavier passer. Yeah, they're 50-50. He's a heavier passer now. He's got like pretty good chokes now. He just had a pretty good performance at combat jiu-jitsu. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't. That was like a weird Sunday after. It was like a Sunday, right? I think I passed out. Like
yeah.
in the afternoon, and I woke up and it was already over.
Yeah, but he did pretty good there. What do you think of combat jiu-jitsu? By the way, I don't think we've talked about that yet.
Yeah. Competing in it, I fucking love it, man. It was so much fun. Like I really enjoyed it. I'd love to be able to do it again, but it sounds like they're not currently going to allow it in Iowa. But that might also be because of the promoter that did it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can make it work someday.
What was the name of the guy you went against? What was his name?
Jake Bauer. Yeah.
Jake Bauer. Yeah.
He's the one that beat Derek at the Spectrum 7.
Yeah. I remember that. Dang, so 50-50 here.
Yeah, they're battling out here.
This is like a good spot for both of them. Like they're both really 50-50.
Yeah, I never got to 50-50 with Pierre. He had me in honey hole, but
oh yeah, because you had the shit. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing that he did on Sean right before that.
Mm-hmm.
That first match. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I felt bad for Sean. He got a tough draw. But Sean's good.
He did like
really good.
Yeah. Especially that match against Rahacic. We can rewatch that one. That was
cool.
Good match.
Yeah, that was good. Cool. Yeah, man.
Derek.
Where is he? Oh, I didn't see him.
The sad face.
Oh.
So we brought up his loss.
Oh, Jake. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like Derek just like wasn't like as prepared for that match, just because he was between like states. It's hard. I know, even just like sometimes when I'm just like trying to get training between like Fullerton and San Diego, sometimes I'm like, man, I'm like missing training sessions just between like the travel and not on the whole, it doesn't make a huge difference, but
yeah, I think this is the beginning of the end right here.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure he goes S mount right here.
Yeah, he gets it's like armbar triangle, and I can't remember what I think he finishes.
So he goes for the triangle right here.
Yeah,
and then
sits back to the armbar.
It's
pretty
back.
nice. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
nice break. Oh, nice.
With both legs over too.
Yeah.
Pierre was so big this day. Like I was shocked. Was it day of or day before weigh-ins? I forget.
I think day before. Because I want to say he got in like super late, and we just weighed him in at like my photographer's studio where he was staying.
Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah. I had been watching him the week before at Kasai. What match is next? Do you remember?
Let's see.
We'd watch him. Oh, dang.
Like Rahacic and Justin.
Oh, this is a good match. This is a good match. Just this is the one that was headlined by Jared Dopp and Matt Layton, huh?
Yep.
Dang, that was a big match for Matt.
Yeah, and a big win too. He looked
Yeah.
really good in that match.
I remember that. Yeah, it was close though. It was close, but he looked good.
Yeah.
He definitely won. Like I'm not like he
Yeah.
won for sure,
He
but it
just
was like
exposed
it was
more
tough.
positions.
Yeah. He
There were
almost got
no
almost
like
got the back that one time. I think off of like a Berimbolo or something.
yeah, I think he hit a couple pretty close barambolas,
Yeah,
and he was like really like he just couldn't get Dop sat down all the
he's
way.
just so strong. I didn't roll with Dop, but I trained with Dop in New Jersey last summer before ADCC.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was cool. I was bummed we didn't get to roll. I don't think he knew that I was also in ADCC because man, Justin's good, man. Like people, I don't probably people don't know about Justin, huh?
Not
But
very many. Yeah, probably not too many people that are
yeah,
listening.
but he's
Just
so
but
good.
most of the people here in the Midwest do. Yeah,
Yeah, I liked.
yeah. He's there for like all. I think he did all the first 4 shows also,
I
and
think
did
he
like
did.
multiple. Like you both did multiple brackets. The first time you guys both did 45 and 170.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had those cool. We had two matches that first one,
Hmm.
and I mean, aside from Nate Fenton, he was probably the best guy I went against that day.
Yeah.
And he's really good. Yeah, man, he hit a really good, like a really textbook inside heel hook in his first match that I rewatched a few times. Just like everything he does is perfect. I don't think. I mean, I think Alex has a bit of a experience advantage in this one, but I think had this both been when they were black belts, I think Justin,
Yeah, I think.
is really technical,
Yeah, no, I agree. I've faced him a couple times also. So
That's right.
I know
Yeah,
how
I
good
forget
he is.
you guys had those matches.
Yeah.
And Derek.
He had me fucking dead to rights in like 411, and there were no heel hooks allowed, so I was able
That was
like
wasn't that in the gi or something though?
no, that one was no gi. We faced two
Okay.
times in one day. It was like just this random like gym, and I think it was like 10th Planet, Kansas City, like just this
Cool.
they call it like the Wolf Packs, just like this random
Yeah.
gym in this like redneck town, or not redneck,
Oh,
but just
dang.
like countryside town. It's not even like really Kansas City. but
That's
yeah,
where K
twice in a
fights
day
all.
there.
Oh, nice. That's where
And
K
then
fights all the time. So I train there every time I'm over there.
oh, really? Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
They're good dudes there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Fucking Justin's flexibility is crazy. He'll do that where he's like in bottom mount and he'll throw a fuck front.
That's interesting. He literally threw his foot inside the mount right there. Like that is weird.
That's like
That's crazy.
Like if I did that, my knee would fucking explode. But he's got some crazy flexibility.
Who won the matches that you guys had? Was it him or
I won all three.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh dang, you beat him every time?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The one time it was a decision. I wasn't like totally sure that I took the decision, but the more times I watch it, the more I'm like, okay, I did win that match. But the 2 times before that, I submitted him.
Yeah, that was the one that Octavio came and filmed for you, huh?
Yeah.
Or not for you, but for the promoter.
Hey, Raph. Hey, Brian.
Hey,
Colin. Say hi to everybody. Hey, Jesse.
Hey. How are you seeing who's on there?
It's on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it doesn't show us.
Yeah. Just
cool
the
little. Okay, it's a cool layout you got here.
Yeah, I like it too. This stream, or what is it? StreamYard. Yeah, Josh LeDuc has been using it, and
I think
picked up on that.
Nice. I've done a couple of his.
Yeah.
I keep cutting you off, by the way. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It doesn't matter.
Things like I can't tell if it's like the audio's lagging or if I'm just keep cutting you off, but my bad.
No, you're good. No worries.
Nice. But yeah, Josh has been using this, so I've been on here a few times. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's very simple to use. It's easy. I'm dumb, so I can use it. It's awesome.
Justin lasts a lot longer in this match than I remember. Oh, he gets him with the outside heel hook?
That's surprising.
What? I thought he'd armbarred him for some reason. Wow. Yeah, Rajacic was pretty big too.
Yeah, he
that
he. I
day.
think if I remember right, he had troubles like making the 55. He came and he had to like use the sauna and stuff like that. So,
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy.
all right, let's see what's next.
Yeah, I wonder. This was such a good bracket.
Yeah. Oh, Damon and
Oh, and Troy or Sean, I think.
I think this is it must be Sean because it's second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty good match too. I'd be down to watch this one.
Yeah. Screw it.
How it was
We'll go through 'em.
I didn't watch the entire Sean podcast yesterday, but I watched a little bit of it. It's cool that you had him on.
Yeah. Yeah. I hadn't
Yeah.
talked to him for a while, so it was nice to catch up with him.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's cool. He was at
Raph says be a better guest, Keith.
What?
I don't know. I think he's talking about you cutting me off. He's just giving you shit.
Probably. Yeah, Sean
Nice,
had a good run at Shugio. He beat Domingos, RNC'd him. It's cool.
Then he had who else? He had matches against
Orchard and Holy, but he lost
Holy,
those.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But he looked good against Orchard. He took his back.
Yeah.
And he got heel hooked by Jordan pretty quick, but
yeah,
it's funny. I had a match with
Sean.
With Sean.
Oh, Sean just threw up some hearts.
Oh, nice. I had a match with Sean. I think I don't remember when. It was like last year sometime, but I'd only really remembered him. Well, I'd remembered him from he had beat Boogie actually at the trials, so I knew him from there and stuff. But I'd only really remembered him from that. Remember that one subspectrum where I don't remember. He had pink hair.
Yep. Yeah, that was like the one Jason Rao was there for. He won.
Did he go against Jason?
No, he was on the opposite side. He lost to Caleb McAllister, and then Caleb McAllister went to the finals against Rao.
Interesting. Oh wow. I would have picked Sean over Caleb.
Yeah, I think he got heel hooked. It was just
okay.
Kind of almost got like surprised.
Yeah,
might have been one of his first matches. I don't remember. We talked about it yesterday, but so much information going in and out of my brain right now that I can't remember.
Oh,
nice.
Caleb's super good too. That guy, I remember being surprised by him that day too.
Yeah, he finished everybody super quick and with some pretty cool submissions, and then
Jason.
Yeah, Rao was just too fucking.
Yeah,
good.
Man, it was crazy seeing Jason there, and he's just so much better than all the guys that did that one.
Yeah.
He was like way, 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 way better.
Yeah. I almost felt like guilty when like Donaher's like posting the videos of it. I'm like, that looks really good. Not because Jason's not good, but because that guy is just not quite the level of Jason Rao. Like, if I'm just being honest,
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, dang. Damon defended that back really well just right there. Jamin did really well in this match.
Yeah, I can't remember how this one finishes. I can't remember.
I remember, but I won't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but dang, Damon's doing really, really well. Sean is so hard to tap.
He doesn't like to tap to stuff. He was just saying yesterday, he's like, I just refuse to tap to calf slicers now.
Good to know.
Like, wow. All right.
That's so funny. Yeah, Damon has really good inversions, so not surprised. Oh. Damon had a match with Barry Yoshida. We have these tournaments out here called like Gracie. They're called like Gracie tournaments, Gracie Worlds, Gracie Nationals, or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard of those. I remember
he had a match.
They haven't done them for a few years, have they?
No, they haven't.
Okay, I was gonna say I remember like when I was first starting out, like thinking like, oh, that'd be so cool to go do Gracie Worlds, like.
Yeah, they used to hype them up really big, and they were like at one point they were an EBI qualifier if you won the black belt division.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. But Damon had a no time limit match with Barrett at one of those, and it went like 20 minutes, and they were just going back and forth the whole time, and Damon did really well. Yeah, that was sick.
Oh shit.
Nice. But I mean,
just a little shallow.
Yeah, it looks like the knee's almost out. Dang, that was sick.
That was cool.
Yeah, this is a competitive match. um. Yeah. Dang, I haven't watched this in a while, but Damon did really, really well. I think Sean honestly just got a lot better. Ooh, nice arm drag.
Since this, you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he just like I don't know what it was. He beat Boogie at the trials.
Yeah, that's when I was like, damn, like I knew he was good before that, obviously, because he'd done our events
Yeah,
and shit. But when he beat
same,
Boogie,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's going to the next level.
I don't think Boogie knew that Sean like wouldn't tap to a lot of the things that he did, you know. So Boogie too hard and just wasted too much energy.
Yeah, those like rubber guard attempts in the beginning. Like I've been at, I'm sure you have too, but like been in those omoplatas and like where he's straightening your arm out while he's got you in an omoplata and shit. And Sean was just not tapping to that over and over. I was like, fuck, man, I know how bad that hurts. Like,
yeah. Well, Boogie had a match with Jake Shields recently, and like, I mean, Jake was probably even surprised at how strong Boogie's rubber guard. Not only is it flexible, but like he can hold you there. I mean, he can move you, but he, you know, if he wants, he can just hold you there, and you're fighting against his rubber guard that you feel like you should just smash through, but you know, it's pushing back against your face. You're like, what?
Yeah. And that's what I dealt with him, because I would try to like kind of like smash, like try to go into like half, like force half guard, and then like get the underhook and try to smash from there, and he would get the rubber guard every time. And like omoplata, he tapped me with it like 6 times in a row, and then he looks at me and he's like, "You tap a lot of black belts, don't you?" And I just thought it was like really weird timing. Like after he tapped me like a bunch of times in a row, he's like, "You tap a lot of black belts, don't you?" I'm like, well, I mean, I sometimes, like, I don't know. It just was a weird question, but
that's so fun. That's awesome. Yeah, Boogie's the coolest. That was a cool back take that I mean, it doesn't have the back, but like back that Sean just did.
Sean says, "Oh gosh, you guys."
He's funny.
The gingerbread man.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, that's a really man. He's so strong. I remember it's funny. I saw Sean the next day after this at the airport, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He's like, "Hey." I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I overslept and I missed my flight last night or this morning." So he was like working on getting a new flight.
Oh shit.
I don't know if he had like, you know, just overslept because of the time difference or because he was drinking or whatever, but I don't know if he drinks, but I mean.
Yeah, he had a beer during the morning podcast yesterday, so I think.
Are you serious?
I think we're safe. It was an oatmeal stout, so
I don't even know what that means.
Just oatmeal, so it's for breakfast, right?
Yeah, right.
Oatmeal stouts for breakfast.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's somebody I want to have out again for sure. I've kind of got an idea, and you know, coronavirus all fucked it up. But I was gonna start doing, because you know, I can't afford, like, at least right now, like we don't have the kind of money to like bring a bunch of super fights like every single time, and be paying out a bunch of purses and paying out flights. But I would like to at least like every event bring in 2 champions or at least 1 champion of bracket or something like that, and put together like a match, like him versus Aaron Harris. I think would be a really good match.
Definitely,
yeah. So
that would be a really good match, actually. Aaron's super good too.
Yeah,
Aaron. Aaron, I just seen Grappling Idiots, Matt Kaplan show.
Yep.
And he had tapped Steven Ramos after like getting his knee like shattered, and then he went against Atos Miranda in the finals. Or not in the finals, in the semis, and I think Atos just kind of stalled him out, but yeah, he impressed me for sure. And I mean, obviously, I'd seen him at that absolute tournament he did, and he impressed me there too. He's super good. He beat a lot of good guys that day, actually. That was a good tournament too that you put on, that absolute one.
Yeah, there were a lot of good guys.
The women's one was cool too.
Yeah, the women's 125. Yeah, there's some good girls in there.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, Miranda won that one, right?
Yeah, Miranda, and then like Amanda Bruce was in there. She's really really freaking good. Like she dominated the match with Miranda, to be honest, and then Miranda just scored at the end.
No, I watched that match. She didn't dominate.
I mean, not dominate, but like she was kind of controlling the action. She was attacking most of the time.
She was attacking more.
Yeah, I
for
shouldn't
sure,
say like dominating, but like she was definitely getting the better of the positions throughout the match, and then
yeah. Well, I mean, like I know that you talked about like the scoring in that match and stuff, but I thought it was fine. Like, there was like one point where I think that you didn't give Miranda takedown points.
Yeah.
So everything would have been even, and it would have been the same going into overtime anyways.
2-2 going into overtime. So
yeah,
like, I'm almost glad that I missed both calls and not just one.
Yeah, and not just one. Yeah. But like, that was a good
Neon Belly. I just straight up missed. I don't know. I was on the backside of it, and I just wasn't thinking Neon Belly for some reason.
I forgot about Neon Belly too while I was watching it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Amanda had a good match with Alana after that, and then Miranda had a good match with that girl from Sean Applegate's gym.
Yep, Joanny.
Yeah, Joanny. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those are all people I'd like to have back. Those three for sure.
Nice. That'd be cool.
Well, and Alana too. So all four actually.
Yeah.
Christine, always.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Christine was in that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, so this did end up going to overtime.
It did, but I think that this was still the quarters, so it's only one round of OT, so it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Because Sean's interesting. He only uses traditional hooks. He doesn't use a body triangle ever. Have you noticed
he was talking about that yesterday. He does like traditional hooks, or he'll do like the one hook and then he'll cross his feet like between the legs.
Yeah, the basket weave.
That's what you guys call it? So
that's what I call it on my DVD.
Oh, nice.
I like
super hook. He was saying he was going to steal that, so maybe Sean will he'll have to decide if he likes the basket weave or the super hook more.
We'll let him decide. Yeah, but he is body triangling here. Oh, I lied. But he
Nate, yeah, in the chat. This is dope. Two of my favorite boys.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, we were just talking about Nate when he knee barred me that one time. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that first subspectrum was fun. That was a really fun one.
What did Sean send me? I don't know. I can't get it to work, Sean. Sorry.
What is it?
I don't know. He sent something.
Like an attachment or a GIF or something?
Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm going to check out a different tab and see if I can get it to pull up there.
So what are you thinking for like your next show with the whole Corona thing? You haven't canceled it officially, you said?
So it hasn't officially been canceled, but I'm pretty much leaning towards that.
Yeah, it's probably gonna.
Yeah. Especially here in Iowa, like they actually are saying that the peak is going to be later than it's going to be in the bigger cities, just because it takes longer to get here. So, so we'll probably end up moving that. The next date we had secured was July 18th. We were going to do. I hadn't released it yet, but I'll just say it now, anyways. But we were going to do a kids only show on July 18th and take like silver and gold medalists from the day tournament, and any of those kids could apply for matches at the kids promotion show. So what we'll probably do is just move everything forward. And if July 18th is even on the cards too, but that's where we'll move to next, at least until we have to make another decision. But yeah, July 18th will probably be the next show. Then we'll do the team grappling, which we were going to do. And then what was it? The women's 145.
That was a sick escape. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That was a sick escape that Sean just hit. He like switched sides like mid roll. That was cool.
Nate says we all get lucky once.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
that
Sean,
was not lucky.
Sean has spoken. Super hook.
What? Oh, come on. No, that's fair. It is pretty dumb. Yeah. Oh, dang. So the whole bracket's up here. That's cool.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's Rahacic, Weisenberg, and then you and Pierre.
Let's not even watch me and Pierre. That was a boring match.
You don't want to?
Nah, that was a shitty match. You want to watch? We could watch Sean and Rajic. That's a good match.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Let's find that one.
Um.
I think we did. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this must have been a break.
Okay, I remember there being a break. That was a really boring match. I was so scared of leg locks. I'm fixing my junk right there.
Oh shoot.
Oh man. Oh, that's me and Jordan, you're killing me.
I went too far.
No, I'm kidding.
So this is this it or did it?
No, this is me and Rachic. I don't even
Is
want
it?
to watch this one. This one's bad too.
So where?
It was yeah.
here we
It
go.
was, I think it was like fairly short. Um. Okay. Yeah, this is good.
There we go.
But yeah, it's funny, Corey. So Corey, I think. Oh, that's Kyle Perkins. I thought that was Corey, but Corey Brokaw and I had like a bet before this,
I
and
forgot
it was
about that.
literally like 100 packs of whoever won the match would win like 100 packs of Gushers, and he was like super confident going into the match against Emilio.
Yeah.
That he ended up losing, and then the like bet was pretty much null after that.
Yeah, because he gets to face you.
I was like, man, but it's all good. What is Rahachik? He's from Chicago, right? Like, what's his gym?
He trains at like one of the Redzovich gyms, I think.
What is that? Redzovich?
Redzovich. Like Adam. Yeah.
It's like basically his last name with 2 letters. Like
Yeah.
mixed out. That's funny. Nice. Dang. This is such a good tournament. I forgot. Oh, and he did. Oh my god.
He did it earlier in the match too. Like that's why I didn't think Sean was going to tap to it because here he ended up getting out of it.
This is when. Oh my god.
He escapes differently that time than when he has to. Like Rahachik,
yeah,
he gets a better bite later in the match.
Rolls. Yeah. Man, it's crazy. Dang, so crazy. Woo.
I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. Sean said, "Take care, guys," or if I wonder if he actually tuned out, or if he's just joking because we're watching a match of him losing.
Oh, I wonder. I feel bad if it is.
No, he's a humble, cool guy. He won't care.
Yeah. I mean, man, like this is like one of those matches where it's like, I mean, you just kind of get caught. Like you don't know a guy is that good at this thing until you see it. You know, he probably just didn't know that he was that good at this move. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because even if a guy hits it on you earlier in that match, you're like, all right, that was weird. I'm gonna pull out of that. You know, like any other time he does. Like now I know, and then he hits it on you again. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He rolls out of it like super quick, like right when he gets. And like I said, I think Rahachich gets a better bite the second time.
True. Yeah.
Oh, Corey's in here.
Oh, nice.
He says, "Jesus, I wish I would have made it out of the first round if I was going to bet all those Gushers."
Oh, man, yeah, that was actually a really good match that he had with Emilio though, because they're like two good scramblers and two like attack based grapplers, which is cool to watch. There was a lot, like everyone in this bracket, like there was no, aside from me, maybe there was like no like boring grapplers there.
You're not boring. You just didn't have your 100% best night. That happens sometimes. And you had some really stiff competition too. It's not like you had guys that are easy to submit. So
yeah.
to have Emilio in the second round, Pierre, and then Rahachich, like that's a tough lineup right there.
Yeah. I figured that Rahachich would have how is he an older guy?
Yeah, I think he's like mid-30s or like early 30s.
Okay.
I want to watch that one again because I was talking and I missed it. Sorry, Sean.
I know he's gonna hate us. That's funny. Yeah, man, this is a good one. I remember this is like the largest cash prize I had seen in my entire time doing jiu-jitsu too. This $2,000, right?
Yep.
Man, That was huge for me. I remember. That's maybe why I was like, I don't remember the circumstances like surrounding all this. I think I was like a little scared of like Pierre and Rakic too, you know.
Mhm.
But I mean that money was like that like seemed like so much money to me at the time.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was like because $2,000 is I mean I'd like my only job before that was like working it in and out for like $10 an hour.
Oh shit, here it is.
And ooh,
Oh, that's so
his
nasty.
foot on the hip is like pushing him over too.
Yeah.
Like he's like stopping the initial escape that he was using in that first time. Oh my god, that was like the perfect. It sucks for Sean because that was like the perfect angle, like video, like angle and everything. So it's
Like
kind of like
the people in the background, him doing the rollout, like seeing his
yeah.
arm get hyperextended. Like it was just the perfect clip for a jiu-jitsu
Uh,
clip to go viral.
Because it's gone. I've seen it on a lot of pages.
Dude,
A lot of like,
I still get tagged in it all the time on the
oh
Subspectrum
wow,
page. Yeah, people will tag like just reposting it from a repost from a repost. Like it's pretty crazy.
that is crazy. Are there any other matches you wanted or like anything else?
If you want to watch the battle one, or if you got to go, you can go too.
No. I mean, where am I gonna go?
Oh, okay, well, then I'll pull up the one of you in battle.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. If anyone's curious, my sweatshirt is primordialarts.com. It's my uncle's business.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's got
Pop back over
sweatshirts
to
and
the
stuff.
screen so I can see it. What do you got?
Oh,
Show it to the people. Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So like,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
he makes like different faces, out of different designs, and they're all like each one of them is like a different mood. So it's like this one's calculation. So you can kind of see.
Yeah,
It's pretty
cool.
sick. I have like a bunch of other ones. You can see them on my page on my Instagram. I have a few of them up there. But yeah, they're really cool. And he designed them. I remember like him designing them all when I was like a kid. And then recently he launched a website and he's been selling them. And if
Nice.
anyone's
What was the name of that you said? Primordial.
Primordial Arts,
Okay.
PRIMORDIAL, and then
Okay.
Arts.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah,
check that out. I love that kind of art. So
yeah, cool, sweet, nice.
and I like to support the people that
Yeah.
I like,
Oh,
obviously.
nice. Yeah. How's the social distance warrior shirts and stuff selling?
Really good, actually. Yeah,
Nice.
I was like, I've just been trying to push it as much as I can on like every
Yeah.
platform every day, just to bring in some extra income for Subspectrum. Because
Cool.
normally I was expecting, I've already dropped the money for the venue, medals, like
Oh,
promotional
really?
materials, yeah, all this stuff.
Oh, shit.
I've already dropped close to like 10 grand for the event, and now like
shit.
I'm expecting admission, ticket sales, people getting registered for the tournament and stuff. And obviously,
do you get most of your? Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Do you get most of your money back from ticket sales or from like sponsor revenue or?
So
like,
we pretty much like, and it's we roll it over from one show to the next. So
sure,
like everything we're playing with right now is off of doing really well at previous events. That's what's put us in a position where we actually have the money ready. I have the money ready to pay an athlete today. If we had the event, if we really wanted to try to like set up a live stream or something and do matches, we still could because we could pay the athletes, but it would just suck to not get that money back from ticket sales and registrations. But the day tournament is what makes like the majority of the money to be able to do the fun stuff that we do with all the the pro side of things. So
yeah, that's what I hear. Nice.
So I'll throw on this match here.
Yeah, this was shortly after, I think, the ADCC trials, huh?
Trials were like trials were like in the beginning of February, and then this was like the beginning of March.
Oh, okay. It's a little further after then, but I remember, my confidence was super low
for this match.
I tapped by Nikki Ryan. For this match it was super low. And John had tapped me with a knee bar in like 6 seconds at the finishers, the first ever finishers that I did. And I just, I don't know. It's weird when you first start in jiu-jitsu, or I guess when you first start competing and stuff and you hear about all these guys and then you finally get to go against them, and I think it's a bit of like a shock,
Mm-hmm.
because you pretty much don't you don't know much more about them than the like awesome clips on jujitsu or on Instagram that you see, so like you're seeing these guys on YouTube on and stuff like that, and then you finally go against him, and I just thought John, I mean, he's amazing, but like I could have done, obviously I could have done better than getting subbed in 6 seconds, but
Yeah.
I knew I could have done better. So like in this match, I was like, just like, don't,
John's in the chat.
oh nice, oh hey. I was just, man, I was thinking just like, don't freaking like puss out again, because I felt like one of the reasons I got tapped was due to fear, because like he didn't even really have that deep of a knee bar. He just had like a good bite, and I tapped for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember thinking like, don't, man, he was kicking my ass at the beginning of this match. He swept me like twice. And right here,
The Kimura there.
yeah, I think I was. Here's where I set up. I think I set up a ham sandwich here. My teammate Dennis Pham, he does this and he taps me with it all the time. So like you reach up across their like hip, or their either get like a 2-on-1 or a double body lock, like right here. And then when you squeeze, and I'm pretty sure I could hear his knee making noise, but I knew he wasn't gonna tap. But I was like, yeah, nice. But I was like, but like maybe I could get lucky here. And then I was kind of like, okay, I don't think he's gonna tap, and like we're just gonna get stuck here, And then like, and this was this rule set was like, it was like 3 minutes sub only, 3 minutes points, or something like that, right?
It was 6 minute like sub only regulation, and then if it didn't, it went to an overtime. Yeah, we've changed the rules like every damn event.
Oh, nice. But I remember okay. I didn't want to waste time getting because I felt like my best chance was in the sub only. My knee did hurt bad after that. Oh no. Oh damn. But yeah, and then I got into 50-50. This is where I was playing with a lot of 50-50 at the time, I remember. Because I mean, I had seen a lot of guys using this effectively, and I was fine. I was having pretty good success with it. I just done a private earlier that day on like 50-50, I think, with someone, Damien.
Oh really?
Yeah, Damien Sheehan. And I remember, man, I got a good bite there, but I was like, when you're like flat on your back and you're like, well, it doesn't matter if you have the bite. They're just gonna slip their heel out still. They have all this room to slip their heel. Right there, I was in a good. Yeah, I was in a good spot right there when I was like on my side, but I think he had just kept the roll going. I wonder, man, I didn't know his knee was hurt. I wonder how much that like played into the rest of the match. I don't know, but that's I
wonder if it actually hurt during the match, or if he's just saying like after them.
Maybe after, yeah. Because I was going like all in on the legs, like I was thinking my best shot was going to be leg locks, because I know he has such a good guard, so I didn't want to waste a whole lot of time, messing around with like trying to pass his guard or trying to get to anything else. Oh, he almost took my back.
Oh, nice.
That was sick. He had just tapped Ray
really quickly too
before this with this move right here. He does it right here. Right. Okay, it's way further than I thought. But he does it, and I was so scared because I just seen him like tap Ray super gnarly with this armbar. Almost got my back again. Jeez Louise, what was I doing? I did it sucks watching myself compete.
You got to think this is what, over a year ago.
Yeah, but man, that was the armbar, the same one that he'd almost hit, or that he had hit on Ray. He almost hit on me, and then, man, I think what I leg dragged, and then I just threw my foot inside. Yeah, and then I was in a good spot right there. I was
your hips are all the way turned in. Yeah.
That's where I like to finish, but I hadn't got there for this match. But yeah. I mean, man, I looked shitty, but that was like a good win for me. Just to even just submit him. I know I didn't do anything impressive, but like just to submit him because he had totally kicked my ass before that, and it was like, yeah. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a good show. That whole show was super sick.
Yeah. You
Um,
talking about Subspectrum 7? Or?
yeah, that was a
Yeah.
cool show. And Hunter and Adam Bradley was on that card.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was such a cool match.
Yeah.
And what happened with that? You put it together super last minute, right?
Yeah, that match is like in the last, I want to say the last week before the tournament. I think there was a little bit more time than that. It might have been like 2 or 3 weeks. Cause yeah, I had to get a flight for like Hunter and stuff.
But he had the week before, that Saturday before, he had tapped Kyle Bain.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
With like a triangle armbar in a combat jiu-jitsu match. It was like, what?
Yeah.
It was a huge win because I mean, we all know how good Kyle is. Man, Hunter, I think, is one of those guys who gets slept on.
I think
like,
so too, man.
Way too much, and
I was excited to see him in that Zapatero 185. I thought he could have done really well in there. There was a lot of beasts in there, so hopefully
there was a lot of. I mean, I don't know who would have won that.
Yeah, impossible to predict. You just too many scenarios.
But man, that he would have had a good shot at that, and he was going to do the king of the mat one too, which I think he had a really good shot at winning. I mean, he's just so well rounded. Like, obviously, he has like all those like diving kimuras. He has like that. I think he has like a shin to shin guard that's pretty sick. He has like good, obviously good guard, like we said, like full guard and stuff because he caught Kyle in that triangle. He has a good like 2-on-1 butterfly back take. Have you ever seen him do that?
He hit it on. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about.
He hit it on Philippe Fogelin in a combat jiu-jitsu match,
I do remember that because I remember that match. That was like super impressive. That was kind of where I was like, "Shit, Hunter's legit." Like,
yeah,
I knew he was good before that, but that combat jiu-jitsu, I was really impressed with him.
Mm-hmm. And he hit it on Nathan Orchard at combat jiu-jitsu at the 170, and man, he got
to 170. Holy shit, that's terrifying to think that he can get to the same weight that I compete at.
He said he's not doing 170 anymore. I think that's smart. Honestly, he's so strong at 185. No point to cut to 170.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, yeah. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen with the trials this year? Do you think that'll get affected at all by all this?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Those are when? November? Is that when they're scheduled for?
Yeah, I thought they were September, but they might be November.
Oh, September. Yeah. If they're September, I could see them being affected. November, maybe, but I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, I don't know. I don't like jiu-jitsu gyms. I feel like are going to be the last thing that go back to being normal. Like,
yeah. How soon after?
Kind of like the worst. We're like the worst possible situation for like for a pathogen. Like, we're breathing each other's faces, sweating all over each other. Like,
yeah, we're exchanging bodily fluids.
Probably.
Man, yeah. That's how soon after like everything kind of goes back to normal do you think that like jiu-jitsu gyms, people will start going back to jiu-jitsu gyms?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's going to be like 50-50 split. I think there's going to be a lot of people that just say fuck it and like they're like, I can't wait.
I'm going back day one.
Yeah, they want to get back right away. And then I think there's going to be other people that are like, maybe I want to like ride it out for a month or two, see how things are.
It also depends if you live with your parents, or if like if your grandparents, or if you have small kids, and like you can't go back to the gym. For a guy like me though, like I mean right now I'm on my own. I'm in my own apartment, but Mr. Sparza said November, or is they'll do them. Yeah, they probably will. But I was just curious. But yeah,
if only because they're stubborn.
Yeah, man. Something you can say about the ADCC guys, like if nothing else, they'll make it happen. Like whatever they want to do, they'll do it because the Sheik will just throw money at it.
Yeah, they could do the private island shit like Dana White.
That would be. Oh, could you imagine ADCC being on a private island? That'd be so sick. Oh,
let's lose even more money this time.
Oh man, yeah. I wonder if they made money on the last show. That looked like it took a lot. I can't
imagine they did. And if I remember right, I think Mo said somewhere that they didn't.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
was an awesome
obviously
event.
he doesn't care, but
Yeah, yeah.
he just
It
loves
was.
the sport.
Yeah, I mean he's a cool he's a cool guy. I feel like people give Mo too much hate. He's really trying to do good things for the sport, and whether you like him or not, you have to respect what he's doing.
Yeah,
I mean maybe it's just a promoter thing. People just don't like promoters, or like
yeah.
maybe it's
That's why I try to be like the anti-promoter.
yeah
Just
yeah.
because,
No,
like,
I mean I feel like
because I am an athlete, like I do
yeah I was gonna
I
say
do
you're
all
on the
the
front
shows
lines.
too. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're the one competing. Like the struggle of like going to compete
yeah,
and losing money only with the hopes of making money, and like and promoters are in the same kind of dilemma.
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah. Are you gonna do the trials this year?
I'd consider it. Yeah, if I can get back to training. The only thing is like I have to be super careful just because I have super bad asthma. Like my doctor basically told me like
Yeah.
if I get it, I'm probably like chances are I won't die from it, but I'll probably be one of those people that's going to be in the hospital like on a ventilator just because of my
Yeah.
existing like lung conditions. Like I mean, this time of year, even just like a bad allergy attack can put me in the hospital. So a fucking virus would really screw me. So I have to be super careful in how I come back and everything. Like I was already out from teaching classes like before we even closed the gym and stuff. I was like, hey, I've got to pull myself away. So it
Yeah.
sucks, but that's what you got to do. So
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm having fun adapting though and doing different stuff like this. Like I probably never would have like had the time to start something like this or try something like this out if I didn't have all this time. So I'm just making the best of it. Obviously, I know a lot of people are going through pain for different reasons, whether it's, people that in their family that actually have it or their business is struggling because of it. So I feel pretty fortunate to be in a position where it hasn't totally wrecked my life. But
True. 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 Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's crazy. So you left the gym before you guys even closed because you were thinking
yeah,
about it.
it was about a week before.
Yeah.
I just kind of had started to realize how serious it was going to get. And I was like, it's like I didn't feel like, first of all, for personal reasons, I don't want to end up in a hospital or end up dying, but
Yeah.
also like I don't want to waste like a hospital bed that could be used for somebody who needs it more, somebody that's at higher risk. So
Yeah.
that was something I thought about like right away. It was like, am I going to just be one of those people that says fuck it and lives my life anyways, or am I going to, take it super serious? And then I decided that I was just going to err on the side of caution. Like I didn't want to be a part of something where like the gym stayed open and somebody's grandparent that drops them off every day ends up getting it and dying, and I'd be like, what the hell? Like I was a part of that. So like that
Yeah.
was the very first thing I thought of was like just
Yeah.
all the grandparents and stuff that drop off their kids. Like I couldn't,
Yeah.
I didn't feel right being a part of that. So
Yeah, for sure.
and
What do you think
then
of
closed
the UFC?
pretty closely after that. So
Gotcha. What do you think of the UFC like trying to move forward through all this?
um I mean, it's interesting. I think it's kind of cool. Like, all the ideas that come out, like they're gonna do it anyways, like in spite of all the rules. Like, it's kind of cool, and the whole private island stuff. But kind of like Joe Rogan said, like there's no social distancing in a cage, so
Yeah.
it's like it's hard to.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still want to see fights. You love entertainment, all of that. But
Yeah.
if you're really trying to push the idea that everybody needs to be on the same page, it's
Mhm.
kind of counterproductive. So.
Yeah, it seems a little irresponsible just because you can say that it's low risk because it's on a private island and you're doing tests and blah 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 blah, but you're still gonna force the coaches, the staff, the fighters to travel, and to come in contact with because they're not just fighting. They have to like train throughout the week,
Yeah.
they have to touch all these surfaces that the other fighters are touching and the staff are touching and like I'm, I don't know anything about private islands, so I don't know like who is there, who takes care of a private island, like I don't even know. So like,
Yeah.
is staff that's not even just the UFC staff, but like staff that's like taking care of the private? I don't really know, so
Yeah.
who knows? It seems a little weird. I want fights really bad, and I want the fights that they're proposing to happen, but it seems risky or too almost, yeah, just a little too risky for my taste.
Yeah, no, I agree too. Like you said, people have to be training leading up to it, and that's just going to cause more exposure as well. What's Raph saying? There's literally no logistics for doing it. Don't worry about it. Sends them back to their OG non-sanctioned days.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want, if you're the UFC, you spend all this time running towards regulation. You don't want to, just kind of regress and run away from regulation again. And that does, like Rooster Schwartz is saying, it kind of takes you back to the to the like days when no one really accepted the UFC and no one thought of it as a legitimate sport.
Yeah, and they're at the point now where they could be as big as they want to be. They could be bigger than any other sport, in America.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
position they've been put in with ESPN and Disney and everything. So
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Especially
so
now with no other sports on.
yeah,
um,
exactly. So
they're you know
but I am glad that Dana decided to step down from that.
yeah.
As much as I wanted, obviously I wanted to see the fights really bad, and I wanted to hear about an event that went on in spite of all of the regulations and stuff. Just to the story of it would have been kind of cool. But if you're being honest, it shouldn't have happened. So I'm glad
For
that
sure.
Dana went ahead and closed off.
Yeah, it's probably a good call. Who do you think would have won, Justin or Tony?
I think Tony would have found a way to win.
Yeah.
But I mean that would have been a great fight. It's great matchup.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the only
overall.
Yeah, it would have been crazy. There's no way that wouldn't have been an exciting fight. The
Yeah.
only thing that I could have seen would have been Justin took it on short notice, and he fights so hard that he gasses in the later rounds, and he gets even early he gets rocked, and against Tony, you don't want to be the guy who gets rocked and his days, because for even a second, Tony will snatch. Yeah, exactly. And then if you're in the later rounds, for sure he'll catch you. This is the same. This is what happened with Kevin Lee. He's had really good success in the early rounds and then just totally gassed.
Yeah, same thing with the fight with Edson.
Yeah, and Lando Bonata.
Yep, that was the other one I was going to mention too.
Yeah,
Tony's hard to take out, and if he's still there after 20, 25 minutes, he's going to put a murdering on you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, man, he's so mentally unstable that I think it helps him in fights.
I think so. He's literally crazy.
He'll just die because he doesn't know any other way. Like he'll just, his mind just won't let him, accept anything except for going forward and trying to kill a guy.
Yeah, it's a special quality to have.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Sure. Well, unless you got something else, I'll go ahead and let you go. This was fun. I'm glad we did this. We should do it again.
Yeah, sure. Man, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me on. Sorry I couldn't break down any more of my matches or anything.
Oh, you're fine, man.
But
I don't want to have this be too structured where it's only match breakdowns and stuff. I don't think people are going to sit there for an hour and watch just match breakdowns. Like they want to hear
true.
And talk about whatever.
It was fun to for sure. It was fun to rewatch the Sub Spectrum. What was that, 4 or 3?
4, yeah.
4. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really, really good one.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how good that one was. Just a lot of those guys, like you said, weren't big. Not that they're huge names now, but they've made a little bit more of their name for more of a name for themselves since then. So
yeah, a lot of those guys. I mean, I think a lot of those guys are pretty big names now. I think of Pierre, Jordan, Sean, and who did Sean go against?
Damon.
He went against. First round. Who did Sean go against? I forget.
Kyle Perkins.
Maybe not him, but I mean Damon. Yeah, definitely Damon. I mean, a lot of those guys, they're just hard workers and big names, or maybe not biggest names, but are willing to put themselves out there so much that in the pursuit of becoming one of those guys. So I think that's cool. It's that's exciting.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
See those, just how many good people were there. Not even at the time, it's like, oh, this is a pretty good bracket. Because I remember I was kind of bummed a little bit because there were quite a few people that dropped out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like Nick Ronan was supposed to be in there.
Okay. Damien.
Somebody else.
Damian Anderson.
Shannon Gugerty.
Oh, Shannon. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Damien was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jams, was Jam supposed to be in it?
he might have. He did the one before that at 155, so he might have. I think he was maybe planning on coming in, then it just didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Man, that's crazy that you were like underwhelmed. I thought that was like an insanely stacked bracket.
No, it's just like when you get caught up in the promotion of it, you're like, oh, I have this awesome 16-man bracket, and then like four people
Yeah.
drop out, and you're like, oh, it's not as good anymore. Like,
Yeah.
but then, that's why it's good like this to go back and look back, because then I'm like, oh, damn, this is actually really good. So
Yeah, for sure. I will plug. I have a DVD for sale on BJJ Fanatics. Um,
go buy it, people.
yeah, it's called EBI OT Mastery. It's basically I should have been plugging it a little more when we were watching those EBI overtimes, um, but yeah, it's basically just everything that I know about EBI overtime. Sort of trying to Sorry, I was reading Raf's Mr. Sparks'
Oh,
comment.
you're good. I accidentally clicked
Yeah,
on it.
no, it's cool. That's funny. But yeah, it's just everything that I know about EBI overtime. And like, um, it's not easy, kind of releasing like your A game because you don't really want. It's hard because you worry about like people either criticizing it or like just using it against you, in competition. So make it worth it for me, please, and buy it. And BJJ Fanatics always has sales if you're looking for sales. And if you do like it, or if yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just write a review even if you haven't bought it.
Mhm.
Just reviews really help. Um, and if you're worried that it's not a whole lot of content, I know a lot of guys on Reddit were kind of, not a lot, but one guy on Reddit was kind of like worried that it wasn't a whole lot of content. It's a lot of content. It's 2 hours worth of me talking. You know, it might not look like a lot, but it covers like pretty much every base that I can possibly cover about the positions, and in a coherent, in what I think is a coherent and easy to follow way. So please give it a shot, write a review, let me know what you think about it.
All right, and I'm gonna post that right in the chat right now,
Sweet,
so
thank you.
people can see that. Oh, I put
Thanks.
it in the somehow it showed up in the YouTube chat. I don't know how to get it in the Facebook, but I'll add it there too. So
Cool, thank you.
sweet, man. All
Awesome.
right. Well,
Cool.
again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next
Yeah,
time.
no problem. Sounds good. Thank you.
Later, people. Stay hydrated.